Hello everyone! Today we are going to do some yoga and go on an adventure into outer space. I'm really excited. I love outer space. So the first thing we're going to do before we start is to practice some deep breathing to get our bodies ready to move. So I will use the breathing ball. You can show that you're breathing with your hands opening wide like a ball. You could trace around your fingers, up and down with each breath. You could pretend you have a rocket ship, so you could reach up with your hands like it's exploding and then come all the way down with your arms. So you can choose while we do our breaths together. Nice job. All right, the first thing we have to do is to get on our spacesuit before we can go into outer space. So let's stand up and get our spacesuit on. Okay, we're gonna start by putting it on our leg, other leg, and then all the way up. Put your arm in, whoa, other arm in, and then zip it up. So reach way down low, zip all the way up. Good. Now get your helmet on. And let's check to make sure that the breathing works out. Okay, so make your hands like a fist, put one on top of the other, and breathe in and out. Does it work? Great. All right, now it's time to get in our rocket ship. Now, when astronauts are going into space, they start laying down. So lay down on your back because the rocket ship goes way up. So put your arms out wide and legs up nice and straight. Flex your toes, put your arms out like wings, and get ready for blast off. Let's take a deep breath to feel calm. Okay, now that the astronauts are all locked in, let's make sure they're ready and the rocket can start to blast off. So let's come on up and get ready to blast off like a rocket. Come to a low squat. And by the time we get to 0, we're gonna jump way up and blast off out into outer space. Let's count 10, 9, 8, 7. Put your hands together and rub them. 6, 5, getting warmer. 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Whoa, it was a really big jump. Now the rocket's going way up. Reach your arms up and out to the side. It has to curve to get over the earth and then go to the other side. Wow, it's going so far. And now we're getting into space, and those astronauts are feeling like they're floating. So come back down, put your legs up, and float from side to side. Wow, and front and back. Good, come back to center, and let's do that one more time. Side, float to the other side, and forwards, and backwards. Nice job. Oh, and now we're getting further out into space. It's dark out there, but we can start to see the stars. So come on up. Let's be a star. Reach out really wide with your arms. Press your feet down. Lift your head up so you're making a nice, strong, big star shining out way out in the outer space. Come to one side. Ooh, those stars are just balancing in the middle of the blackness. Nice. And the other side. Wow. We're getting really close to the moon. Let's do half moon pose as we start to land down on the moon. So bring your arm out to one side, your other arm out, and start to lift your foot. keep your leg nice and straight. Keep your upper body strong. And come all the way down and rest your hand. You can bend your knee to help you. Half moon. Wow, we're coming all the way, getting close to the moon. Let's go to the other side. Nice job. Turn your toes the other way. Bring your other foot back. Start to reach down. This side might be a little trickier. That's okay. Keep your body steady and go slow. Come all the way down, and we're going to make it all the way down to the moon. Nice job. So let's come on down, all the way down to the moon station, and we can climb out of our rocket. So climb all the way out, and then we're going to start to emerge onto the surface of the moon, and we get to moonwalk. That's going to be pretty cool. So you can either moonwalk backwards, like that. It's hard on a mat with my sticky feet. Or we're gonna take some really big moon lunges. So take one foot, we gotta step nice and slow. Take a big step. Whoa, good, and then press off. Let's go the other side. Whew. Whoa, we can get really high when we're lunging across the surface of the moon. Oh my goodness, because there's not as much gravity. So we can take big steps and start to float. 2 more. 1. Whew. Last one. 2. Oh. Wow, I feel really light and floaty. That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna get back in our rocket ship. Come all the way up like your tall rocket, and then come all the way back down like you're getting inside the rocket. And lay back down. Strap yourself back in, feet back up. Take a deep breath. We're ready to keep going. Okay, rocket's getting ready. Let's prepare. Get your hands nice and warm. Let's do that big blast off again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Big jump. Nice job. All right, we are going across the sky again. We're out of the atmosphere. We're way out in space, going past all the planets that we can see. Oh, I see one with some rings coming up. Wow, I think there's even some movement in those rings. Kind of looks like it's swirling around. So step your feet out really wide. We're going to be the rings of the planet. So bring your hands out like they're rings around the planet. And they're going to go from side to side and whoosh, 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 whoosh. Good, keep going. Let's do 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. That's really cool to see all those rings on that planet. Awesome. And we keep going all the way out past all of the planets, even to the very smallest one, which is called Pluto. And Pluto is actually the name of a character that's a dog. So let's do dog pose in honor of Pluto. Come down to your hands and your feet. Press your hips up and back. Press your hands into the floor. Stretch your spine long. Good, downward facing dog. Just for Pluto, the little tiniest of planets. Although I don't think it's a planet anymore. But that's okay. Good. Nice job. Whew. Well, one other thing we see outside of the spaceship windows are these huge rocks that are just flying through the air. I think they're called meteors or meteorites. So come all the way down onto your seat, and we're gonna be a rock floating across the sky and rocking back and forth. So hold your knees in, tuck your head down, and do some big rocks back and forth. Good. 2 more. Woo! Nice job. There's a lot of them floating past the sky. And you know what? When they get into the atmosphere of the Earth, if they make it all the way, that's what shows up as a shooting star. It goes through the atmosphere and it ignites into flame because of all, or it looks like it's on fire. I'm not sure if it's actually fire, but all of the chemical reactions make it look really, really bright. And that's what makes that shooting star across the sky if we're looking just right at it in the middle of the night. So let's do shooting star pose. Come onto your hands and feet for plank, and then we're gonna tip to one side. So tip over to the side and lift your hand up, then lift your foot for shooting star. If you're wobbling, that's okay. This is a tricky pose. Try it again. Good. And let's try it on the other side. So come into plank, feet out, tip to the side, and you can stay here, or you can reach your foot up to make a big shooting star. Whoa, good job. Nice work. Those are so fun to see. They're fun to see when we're out in space too. All right, we're gonna start floating all the way back to Earth. We're gonna go in our rocket ship. This time, we're gonna pretend we're the rocket ship going sideways, soaring through. So reach your hands back like the wings of the rocket. Lift your feet up and float through space, all the way past all the planets. We're going pretty fast. Whoosh. Good job. Keep going. Almost there. We're passing Mars. Nice. We're making it all the way back to Earth. And now when it's time to land, we need to disengage from the rocket and float down in a separate container so we can land in the water. And in order to do that, it's kind of like it's in a parachute. So we're going to reach our arms up like we've got something that's helping us float, and then lift your foot back and start to float all the way down. We're making it through the atmosphere. We're away from the rockets, and we're floating down towards the water. Nice job. Let's do it with our other foot. Balance on the other side. Reach forward. Reach your foot back. Nice balance. Good. And then when we finally land all the way back down on Earth, we're in the ocean. So we need to float like a boat. So sit up with your feet close to your body. Lift one foot and then the other. Lift one arm and then the other. And float like a boat. Good. You can reach your legs up really high for boat, or your arms up really high. Try to keep your spine straight. Good. We can even row our boat to help us get all the way back to land, to greet the other astronauts and tell them what an amazing time we had. All right, we made it all the way to land. We're so grateful to be back on the Earth. Come down and laying down, feet far apart, hands away from your body. Breathing in and out slowly. If you want to, you can close your eyes and start to notice the feeling of your body on the Earth. So your head resting on the floor, your shoulders and your back resting on the floor, your arms and your elbows, your hands flat on the floor. Notice your lower back and your seat on the floor, your legs, your calves, and the heels of your feet. Every part of you that's touching the floor, let it relax as you take deep breaths in and out. Grateful to be back on the Earth where we started. Grateful to be able to move and to explore. And also grateful to breathe and be still. Notice if your heartbeat is slowing down. Taking another deep breath. Now start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, waking them back up again, still inside of your spaceman suit, your astronaut suit. Roll over to one side. Gently sit back up. Good job. And you can leave your astronaut suit on all day if you want. Or if you're ready to take it off, you can take it off too. I'm so glad you were here with me today. I hope you had a lovely time, and I hope that you are feeling a little bit more energized and or calm to go back to whatever it is you need to do next. Have a wonderful day. Bye.